What's happening YouTube? Nick here at the A.G.C and welcome to part 6 of my Slimming World Diaries. Now run the intro. Hi guys, as I said in last week's video, it was going to be a difficult week this week. I had the Superbowl on Sunday, I was out drinking. I did say I had a plan, and I'll tell you now what my plan was. I drink Guinness. I've said in other videos that's what I drink. That's my drink of choice. And it is 10 sins for a pint of Guinness. Using the Slimming World app, I worked out that Foster's and Carling, I'm not a lager drinker, but Foster's and Carling are 8 sins. So by the time I'd had 4 pints, I could have another pint, saving on what the Guinness was. So that's what I decided to do. I also knew that we were only going to be out for 2.5 hours. So I budgeted for 10 pints in them 2.5 hours. There's no way I was going to drink that. I couldn't drink that when I was a big drinker, and I've not drank since Christmas. I also took 20 sins worth of rum with me for when we got back to watch the game, and a bottle of Pepsi Max. So it worked out great. It worked out that I could have up to 10 pints before we got back to my friend's house, John's house, to watch the game, and I could have 10 rum and Pepsi Maxes while I was there. And I don't think I had either. I don't think I drank to the either. I think I worked out about 75 sins, so I was about 25 sins under. But having said that, a few different things happened in the week. Friday, I went sin-free. Saturday, I was up at the rugby club, a big local derby here, West Park were playing Liverpool St Helens. That's the big clash for us. I was on a free do. One of the lads, Danny, was sponsoring the game. So I was on his table. It was free beer, free food. I didn't have a drink, didn't touch a drop of ale. They brought out the soup. I didn't touch the soup because I didn't know what kind. It was vegetable soup, but I didn't know what was in it. They brought out the dinner, which was like a Sunday roast. I ate the spuds, I ate the veg, I ate the meat. I didn't have anything else. Said no thank you, I don't want a pudding. Obviously didn't listen to me. They put down in front of me a big slice of chocolate cake with cream. My willpower has been great so far for the last couple of weeks, but you know, you put a slice of chocolate cake with whipped cream in front of a fat lad, then he's going to eat it. So I did, I ate it. I've no idea how many sins are in it, but I ate it. I did, you know. Obviously Sunday, did that. I didn't have any of the hot pot I took. To be honest, the main reason I didn't have any of the hot pot was we only put it on in the oven about 2:30, 3:15, and it takes about 3 hours to cook. So yeah, what we were thinking, I don't know. That was in the morning, so I've no idea. But I hope John's enjoyed it this week for his lunch, dinner, breakfast, you know. So yeah, it was a strange week. I tried to cut back on sins every day, you know, to try just to counterbalance the going out and the drinking. A couple of things here and there, a bit of chocolate. I sinned everything, a bit of chocolate. Didn't have another drink. I didn't get out and do much exercise. I went to the post office twice to post some stuff, but that's it. We had some stuff being delivered, so I had to stay in. Obviously, with the new baby on the way, we got a Moses basket delivered. We've had a new monitor to, you know, when the baby's in the crib. That was delivered as well, so I had to stay in for them to be delivered. So I didn't get out and do as much exercise. So I'll be honest, going into Thursday's meeting, I was absolutely cacking it. I just wasn't confident. One of the girls, Nicola, hi Nicola if you're watching, she joined from seeing these vlogs. She actually joined the same Slimming World as us. I stood in the line, you know, to wait in queuing to be weighed, and she actually said to me, Jesus, what's wrong with you? You're like a cat on a tin roof. I couldn't stand still. I was so nervous. I'm just thinking, just don't. I've put a lot on. Just don't. I'll be happy with. Well, I won't be happy, but a pound, half a pound, something like that. Great. Or maintaining would have been perfect. That would have been the dream to maintain on Thursday. But as I said, it was a strange week. It really was. So let's get on to how I did with the weigh-in and discuss it. So for all that build-up and for all that being anxious and being worried, I didn't need to be. I unbelievably lost 5 pounds, including going out and drinking, eating the chocolate cake, still having my sins for the rest of the days. You know, I know I didn't have any on the Friday, but yeah, I managed to lose 5 pounds, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. But what it did do, I'm sorry, I've got one of these again. It got me my 2 stone. So in 6 weigh-ins, I'm now 2 stone 2 off. I am £1 off my body 10, which I think means 10% of my body weight. Now, I'm not positive, I'm not sure. If any of you Slimming World people know, just drop it in the comments, let me know if it's something else. But I think it's 10% of your body weight. I've also seen 3 different numbers now. Started off at 21 stone 13, obviously saw the 20 stone, now into the 19s. I'm absolutely raving about it. I really am. I know last week I was a bit, after saying I'd made the stone and a half up, I'm so made up. I'm so happy that I've done it, and still going out, still going, having beers with the lads and having a great time. You know, I even had I forgot to mention on the on the Sunday when we were out for the Superbowl, I had a couple of pork scratchings of these. I think it's Carolina Reaper pork scratching things that they do in one of the pubs, Cricketers. On the side note, if you've never been to the Cricketers and you live in St Helens, get yourself to the Cricketers. It's a cracking pub. But yeah, they do these extreme spicy pork scratchings, and A.G.C, you saw in the Superbowl video. If you didn't, go and watch the Superbowl video. I get quite drunk on it, and I also go for the record of saying the word YouTube. I must have said YouTube about 500 times in the video. But JC very kindly bought me these pork scratchings, knowing that I love them, but obviously I wasn't eating them, so I shared them out with the guys. I only had 2, and they kicked everyone's ass. They're really spicy, so that was good. I even had them. But obviously with the £5 off, 2 stone 2, getting a 2 stone award, I also managed to get, for the 2nd or 3rd week on the bounce, however you look at it, Slimmer of the Month, Slimmer of the World, Slimmer of the Week, and Slimmer of the Week again. What I want to say about these when I show these is, if you think I'm showing off, or if you think I'm honestly not. I'm just showing people who are interested. This is what you can get. These are what they give you to show that you're doing it. Obviously, I'm really happy that I'm getting them. Helen, who runs the class, has kindly let me bring the Slimmer of the Week home the last 2 weeks, because they go up on a board and at the end of the month you get given them, but she knows I do the vlog and she's allowing me to bring them and show them to you guys. So if I'm coming across like I'm showing off, or oh look what I've got, I'm certainly not meaning that. I'm just really, really happy that I'm doing this. I've tried so many diets in the past, so many crashes, so many starving yourselves, so many different things, and it's never worked for me. After a couple of days, I end up stuffing my face because I'm starving. I'm genuinely not hungry. I'm eating well. I'm still having, a bit of chocolate, a bit of puddings. I still have a drink, obviously, and I'm made up that it's working for me. As I say, it's working for me. I don't know if it worked for you, but if you're thinking about it, I can't recommend it enough to you. Have a go, because the worst thing that'll happen is you don't lose any weight. Well, if you're not losing any weight anyway, what's the damage in giving it a go? Personally, it's the best I've ever done. I've done Slim Fast, I've done Weight Watchers, I've starved myself, I've been going to the gym every day, and yes, weight has come off, but it's never lasted, because for me it's not sustainable. I can't never drink, never eat any chocolate, never have a pudding after my tea, go to the gym and run every dinner on the treadmill, because I was doing that and I just couldn't keep it up, because it just gets boring. There's no reward. As soon as you eat something bad, because you start yourself, as soon as you eat something bad, you put in 3, 4, 5 pounds on, and it's just so demoralising. Where this way, I'm eating plenty, I'm full all the time, the weight is coming off. 2 stone 2 pounds in 5, 6, 7 weeks. I think it's the 6th weigh-in in the 7th week, so it's the 7 weeks since I started, but 6 weigh-ins. So in 6, 7 weeks, whichever way you look at it, 2 stone 2 is a massive amount. I still have a long way to go. I've still got another 3 and a bit more stone to lose to hit my goal of 6 stone. Well, it's not 6 stone, it's 5 stone 13, but to get down to 16 stone, I'm 19 stone 11 now. So it's 2 stone 11, is it? 3 stone 11. So it's 3 stone 11. So it's the best part of 4 stone still to go. I hope I get there. I'm going to do everything in my damnedest to get there. I'm really grateful you guys are supporting me and watching me, and liking the videos and sharing the videos. And again, as I say in other videos, when I see there's comments coming in when I post the videos, there's people I'm seeing saying, "God, Nick, you look like you've lost weight," and that really spurs you on, because you go, okay, what I'm doing is working. I look in the mirror every day and I can't see. Even the wife is saying to me, you've lost weight. You can see that you've lost weight. Your clothes are fitting you better. I can't see that because obviously I look at myself every day in the mirror. I see myself every day. I see myself on videos and things like that. So I don't see that. But obviously it's working. So as always, guys, thank you so much for listening to me today. Thank you again for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for all the support. I know it's genuine and I really appreciate it. Honest, a big thank you. Right, guys, and that's it for this week. So as always, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, and hit those likes. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you some more.